He may not sit in the Oval Office anymore, but Donald Trump still packs a political punch. His supporters remain faithfully behind him and are hoping he'll make another run at the presidency.
What would have that impact on your decision? What's going through your mind on that? A lot of people want to know.
Well, I think I'm just looking at what's going on. I'm very unhappy with what's going on. I look at the border where people are coming in by the millions. It's going to be by the millions very soon. It already is. And I look at other things, how our country is really, it's America last. I was America first. I look at it and I see what's happening, and I'm not happy about it. So we'll make that decision, and I think people will be very happy with the decision I make.
Also in the 2024 conversation on the Republican side, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
There's a lot of people talking about Ron DeSantis and the job he's doing in Florida. What are your thoughts about DeSantis running in 2024? What do you think of that?
I think Ron's very good. I endorsed him, and when I endorsed him, he went up like a rocket ship. He understands that, and he's doing a good job. We have a number of people that are doing a very good job. Ron's a friend of mine. He's been great.
What hasn't been great in Trump's mind is a recent decision by two of the Supreme Court justices that he nominated. Both Amy Coney Barrett and Brett Kavanaugh voted to save Obamacare.
Disappointed, and that's the way it goes. Very disappointed. I fought very hard for them, but I was very disappointed with a number of their rulings.
Yeah. Does it make you second guess some of those picks, or time will tell?
No, second guessing does no good. But I was disappointed with a number of rulings that they made.
He's even more disappointed in what's happening at the southern border.
If you had a few minutes to speak with Kamala Harris about the immigration situation, what would you tell her? Because after all, Joe Biden put her in charge of the crisis. By the way, they don't even call it a crisis.
I'd say go back to what we were doing. It worked. Not so easy to get back there, however. I had to go through court cases, litigation. We had to win a lot. And stay in Mexico was a very big deal. And we got that, and we got all the other things, and now it's all been blown up. And you have millions of people coming into our country, just in case you're not aware of it. Millions of people. And many of those people come out of prisons. They allow them to come out of prisons and other places. What's happening on our border is beyond a crisis. And maybe they won't call it a crisis, but it's beyond a crisis.
During his re-election campaign, Trump warned voters that a President Biden would make major changes on the immigration front. He also warned evangelicals to not trust Biden when it came to key cultural issues.
They're being affronted on every single thing that they stand for and represent. When Biden went in, he didn't say all of the things that were happening. You look at religion, generally speaking, what's going on now with this administration. This was not what was discussed during debates and during anything else. I mean, nobody ever thought this was possible, not only on religion, on the border, on Second Amendment, on everything else you can think of, but including God and including life and including many other topics. This was never, nobody ever thought, this is a Bernie Sanders times 10. Nobody ever thought what's happening to our country could be happening to our country. And the evangelicals and Christians generally, you take a look at what's happening, Christians generally are feeling that way, and they're feeling that way very strongly. Much more so now, because now they're actually seeing things happen.
Indeed, conservative Christians have deep concerns about the direction of the country. The question now remains as to what impact Donald Trump will have in the upcoming elections, both next year and 2024. David Brody, CBN News, Washington.